I'm Paul.
And I'm Sensei Roger.
And this is Kenpo for Intermediate, Lesson 1.
You know what, we just want to say we're glad to have you here.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
This is 2017 now. I know some of you guys will be watching this video in 2018, but right now, it's 2017.
Yep.
And we're excited to bring you Kenpo for Intermediate. All year, we're going to be bringing you this.
Yes.
So, last year was for beginners,
right.
So now it's for intermediate. And also, here in our little studio here, Tracy's Karate in North Ridgeville, Ohio, we are doing a thing here, we call it the Year of Excellence.
Yeah.
So we want to bring excellence to whatever we do.
Right.
Okay, excellence isn't something that you just awesome do, it's habits.
Right.
So one thing you do by habit is train this stuff too. I mean, I know the martial arts. There's other wisdom that comes out of me, but what am I really an expert at doing is the martial arts.
Right.
I'm not saying I'm the best martial artist out there. You guys already know us by now by doing our videos. I give you a little bit taste. I don't try to show off my videos, but I give you a little taste.
Right.
And you can see our imperfections because we are still human.
Mm-hmm.
We're striving for excellence. So I'm going to give you scripture. I know you guys are like, oh, Bible again. No, this is really relevant to what we're talking about. This scripture I found, it really explains the makings of excellence.
Right.
It is in 1 Corinthians 14, what is that, 40 is that?
Yeah.
And that is, let all things be done decently and in order. So if you do everything decently, which is good,
Mm-hmm.
do that and in order, excellence is going to prevail, isn't it?
Yeah, it'll follow. Right.
Yeah. So I know you guys are ready. Let's do this, the lesson.
All right.
All right, we're going to go right into a thing called the Windmill Block. You may have seen us doing videos, Windmill Guard, you know, we're coming in and out. That's all a Windmill Block really is an inside block, outside block.
Right.
Let's do it from a horse stance. We're going to do a little thing here. Here's a good way to go in and out. Let's get the knees down. Let's get a little lower. Because now this is intermediate. We don't want to be as relaxed now, right? Let's strive harder, guys. Here we go. Get down a little lower. In, out. That's it. Go to the other side. In, out. You should feel this if you stay down low like this. Keep going. Make sure your back's straight. You guys standing up a little bit? Get down to that horse. Come on. That's it. There's the Windmill Block. All right, now you come out. That was nothing. Hold that for 5-10 minutes and you'll feel it. All right, now we're going to do stepping out of the way, just like if someone's throwing a punch at us. Step out of the way, you go into that bow stance, in block, out block. Come on back. Go to that bow stance. Right in, left out. Okay, so throw a punch. See how I'm here? Now you grab, punch, or you kick, whatever needs to be done. That is your windmill block.
Right.
Very useful block. From here to here. Now with the Kung Fu too, throw a punch. It doesn't have to be hard block. You see how he's throwing a punch at me and missed me on purpose? Alright, throw a punch. So same thing, I just went with open hand to here. It's the same thing as that. We got that kata called Little Tigers you saw in one of my videos before. First, after the palms, we come into this. And that's windmill block really with just open hands. So let's go to the technique now called the whip. This is one of my favorite techniques using two basic techniques that you guys learned in intermediate, or not intermediate, what was that, beginners?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. He's here to help keep me striving for excellence.
I get to say a word once in a while, I'll throw it in there.
Thank you. He needs to, you know, you gotta keep me in check. Alright, anyhow, there was the technique called Chinese sword. We're gonna review that. Here's the difference between intermediate now and then for beginners. Is we get to review some of the beginner stuff in the intermediate. Because you're going for intermediate, then you're going to do advanced and black belt.
Right,
you got to know what you were doing before, right? I mean, you don't want to lose everything.
Right.
Or you don't always want to go back to that video all the time. So let's move forward and we still could get you with these techniques. Alright, here we go. Chinese sword, as you guys may remember, was stepping out of the way. Throw the inward block, then chop. So throw the punch. Block, chop. So that's the review. Do that hand. Block, chop. See, my cover hand too. Back in the old days of training in Kenpo, right, from here, do the technique and leave your cover hand. So step block, you leave your cover hand down. But now at this point, I may just go like this. This is what would happen to us. Block, a slap, bam, bam! We get slapped like that too. It wasn't just like, eh. No, we get slapped a little bit. Al Tracy, Mark Miller, they were certified badasses. They were a little tough. They come from the old school training.
Right, you have to get accustomed to keeping that. I know, it's not normal to walk around with your hand up here, but as a guard, it's necessary.
But here now that they're getting older, they're like more sentimental now. But sometimes they'll be like, "Hey, good job." Before you couldn't get a good job, but you got told when you were doing it wrong. That's how it used to be.
Right, right.
Now they're starting to get encouraging like that, because guess what? We got to train a little different nowadays, because people go, "I'm leaving." There's so many martial artists out there. Where are you going to go? I can go down the street. Boom, I can go over here.
Right, right.
Just in this small town in North Ridgeville, there's 3 of us.
Yeah.
There's been 4 of us, and this town's not that big.
Right, right.
All right, let's go to this move here, the whip. I almost got lost. That's what we call a rabbit trail. Get caught up. All right, so throwing the punch. So I go into here like I'm going to do this one. But now here he throws another punch. Now we go into that. I can palm the jaw. I can go to the body and drop the chop. Guess what? Japanese sword. We're going to review that a little more in the next lesson. But yeah. So this is a mix between Chinese sword and Japanese sword. Let's do this in the air. So step over here. Make sure you get a good stance too. You can be in a horse like this. Now turn to the bow stance as you block here and come back chop. Alright, what you see a lot of Kenpo guys doing when you see the videos, they don't have these deep stances usually when they're doing their stuff. They just come in here so quick with our hands, but we're not getting in the stance.
Right.
So a lot of people will always see the Kenpo guys and say, "That's so wrong." But throw a punch, please. So now I'm right here. I don't have to be down here to get you, but I'm so fast with it, I'm on the move. This is why you don't see the Kenpo guys being stuck in that stance. But when we're practicing this, get in that stance.
Right.
You will build strength in your legs when you get in the stance. So remember this Kenpo for a minute. I like to say intermittent. I know it's the wrong word for it, but I do that messing around. All right, here we go. We're going to step. See that I'm here? Get that horse. Turn into the bow stance. As this is extended outward, you got your palm. I like the palm this way, so I get a little corkscrewing into that. Open the hand. There's that chop. The whip. That's it. Do it again. I was telling you to do the move. All right, do it again. The move. Right here. Bam. All right, he went after the arm. Twice. All right, let's try it again. Watch. Go 1, step in. Okay, take your time. Outward. Extend that. Now chop right here. See, this is the thing. You see how he jumps right into it? He wanted to go right into it. That's how you guys are. Yeah, you think, oh, how do you know that?
Right.
You don't see me through the video. I don't have to see you through the video to know that. Is what I do is what? Teach, right?
Right.
That's what I do. So put it into excellence. I already know you're going to be in a hurry, because I was.
Right.
I was told one time, hurry up and slow down. I was like, what's that supposed to mean?
Right.
Hurry up and slow down. Pretty much I was going so fast and getting nowhere. Doing nothing. Wasn't getting nothing accomplished. So hurry up and slow down. So let's go to this here. To block it in. Block it out, palm. And then the chop. The whip. This is an awesome move. I like that. Look at him. He's like the star student now, doing it off the other side.
You had to say something, didn't you?
Alright, here we go. We're going to move on. Spinning back kick. We're going to get in the fight stance. I like to break it up in a few steps. There's 2 ways I like to do this. One is we're going to move the foot over. When you do that, you're going to turn into a bow stance. Look over your right shoulder. Pick up the leg, kick, bring it back. Now we're going to cross step. Now stepping out. See, he's jumping ahead. He knew where it is.
If I stand in that position, I fall over. I have to step ahead.
Alright, but you guys see what that is? Here we go. I want you to turn. Look over the right shoulder. Back kick, pull it back, cross. Step right out.
Go faster.
Here's the reason for that. From this point, we're in the fight stance. As I turn and spin, he's stepping in. Bam, I pull back. I didn't hurt him now. He keeps charging me. If I do this, he's going to run me over. If I do this, that's it here. Now come in at me, straight in. I'm out like this. If he's coming straight in, all his momentum's here. And if he so happened to actually hit me, he's probably not going to have the full contact that I would have had if I was here.
Yeah, if I'm charging.
From here out of the way, he goes back. What were you going to say?
So if I'm charging that and he doesn't really hit me hard to stop me, I'm just going to keep going. My momentum's carrying me straight. I'm not going to be able to turn on a dime if he's out of the way. I'm going to take a wild swing at him, but like you said, I probably won't hit him anyways.
One question, Paul. You sparred me.
Yep.
How many times you got hit with that back kick?
A lot. So I learned not to charge it, yes.
He'll charge you, and I'm right here. Boom!
All the time.
Here's the cool thing about that foot stepping out of the way. See, I was just showing you that one here. Alright, so from here, he steps in, I step here. He ran right into that. He ran right into it.
Alright.
Okay, here's the other way. I almost forgot that other way, didn't I? Alright, now just lift the heel and pivot. And when you pivot, I want you to turn this other foot like this. And you don't want to be twisted like this. So if there's a line right here, see, you probably can't see this line because it's fading, but there's a line here. I would have my heel toe like this. But when I pivot like this to this, I kind of shift it to being the heel toe here to the heel toe here. When I talk about heel toe, I meant my toes are lined up with my heels. So when I pivot, see that I lift it, my foot automatically moves because I'm here. Then I got that and I cross step out. That's going to help you with your spin kicks. A lot of people, they start doing the spin kicks, their head whips, you know, they're all over the place. Their hands are down, they're here. They may not have the proficiency of it. But here, look, I'm there. That's it, spin back kick. I'm going to just show that side because now we're going to go into long one, part one. Long one kata. Ed Parker made this one, I believe. That's what I was told, and I believe it. Usually when I'm told something by my instructor or Al Tracy, I believe it.
Right.
You know, because they've been around, they know. But the thing is, with the Kenpo that came to America, we didn't have any forms or katas, which is the same thing, depending on how you're looking at it. If you want to call it Chinese, it's form. Or Japanese is a kata. But they didn't have that or weapons. So these were made up. And what's cool about our Kenpo katas, they start moving into our techniques.
Right.
And this is the cool thing about that. Alright, as you've seen that with short two, Chinese sword went into it. You know, you got our block, which is from the technique, opening cowl. It's in there. Alright, let's start this. We're going to do the fancier bow. We're going to open the hand, the left hand this is. So if you're watching on video, it may be a little confusing. So, but your left hand is up, your right fist. Do not touch them. Keep them separate like this on the side of you, on your left side. You see my hands like that? That's not how you want to do it. Keep your thumb together. See, he's watching me and I'm doing this. Hey, how you doing?
I'm learning with you.
From here to here. You're going to take your hands, put it on the right side as you put your foot down. You don't have to be flat-footed. Just put the ball of the foot. Now come out with the left. Now the hands come together. Roll it like this. Step left and back to here. Now let's go to the kata. Left foot moving back. Getting that good horse. Inward block. Turn to a bow stance. Hand comes to your rib side. Okay, but now I wouldn't fight like this. I wouldn't go, ah! Because my whole side of my face is open. If I'm here, that protects my rib and my face. But in kata form, we do this. Okay, now step back with the right inward block. Left inward block because you're in a horse. Turn to bow stance. Alright, let's do it again. We're running out of space. We're walking into the trophies over here.
They're not mine. Those aren't mine, by the way.
Those are all Paul's. Those are all Paul's. Those things are so old. That has to be his. They can't be mine. He's older than me. I'm not that old. I'm about 12.
Yeah.
I'm just teasing. All right, here we go, guys. Left hand, right. Step, step together. Roll it. Step, step. Okay, now from here, left foot back. Block it in. Good horse. Turn, bow stance. Punch. Okay, now from here, step back, right arm, right foot. How's that feeling, Paul?
Low.
From here, left, punch. Your stance, I think, went deeper than mine because I was afraid it was a step on trophies.
Going back.
You know, so there it is. This is part 1 of long 1. Okay, don't worry. We're gonna go over it again because you guys already been following us on the, on the beginners. You know we do a part every time. So we're gonna go over this part next time, and then we'll add the second part of it.
I remind you real quick. I am doing this with you. I have no knowledge of these condos. It's all new to me too. So as you do it, I'm doing it. So that's why you'll see me making mistakes. So don't feel bad.
No, he's just terrible. Terrible, stupid man. Horrible. No, you guys already know from watching before, Paul does my Kenpo MMA system. I do like the Kenpo Jiu-Jitsu mix together. That's what he started doing. That's why he's got the judo uniform on. You know, I wear that. You know, but he's been helping me. Like I said, the last video, we were getting close to how many?
10,000. Yeah.
I thought I was going to make it.
We're close.
I thought it was going to happen at the end of the year, but we were like 20-something short.
Right.
It was like 23, 24 short.
Yeah.
But that's okay. 10,000 will come, and it'll probably come this week or next week.
Right.
And I thank every one of you for that.
I just do. Yeah.
So
something with these holidays, people got distracted.
Slow down. We were averaging 100 subscribers a week. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
Yeah.
You guys are
Really
amazing and great subscribers. I don't even call you subscribers. You know, a lot of you guys are actually becoming my students.
Right.
That's why I wanted to have the heart of the studio here come to you guys. So when we talk about the year of excellence, I'm going to share it. And there's a quote. Remember I said the 1 Corinthians, that's why I'm putting in the studio here. But guess what? There's a quote every month I'm going to add. So this time, yeah, you guys already know we do quotes, but once a month I'm going to add you a quote of excellence for this whole year.
Right.
Quote of excellence, what is that? Can you read that?
Yeah.
I can't read Paul's writing. We got a board. It's a dry erase board. Sometimes I can read his writing, and other times I can't. I don't have my glasses. He wrote small today.
Okay. All right, here we go. Excellence is a continuous process and not an accident. And that is by Abdul Kalam, or Kalam, I'm not sure. Hoping I'm butchering his name.
ABJ, which is pretty much what, the 11th
president of India.
You know, so pretty wise guy, you know. To make it to the president of any country, you gotta have some kind of wisdom.
Right.
I know you guys don't always agree with our presidents here, but you know what? They had to be something to get that far, at least some kind of leader.
Right.
You know, it's not by fluke they got that far. I mean, they might not be the best of the pick that getting nominated, but
there should be a camaraderie. One, just if you're an American, and I think like law enforcement, military, even martial arts people, there's a camaraderie there. They're like brothers. They're all training the same thing. There should be, you just get along.
And with you saying that, it reminds me of one thing I was always taught is going into business for the martial arts. You know, I was always taught by Mark Miller, my instructor. He told me, he goes, listen, whatever you do, don't pick on, other martial artists in your area or even outside your area. Don't say nothing bad about them, even if they are horrible. Don't say nothing bad about them. It's just bad. It's a bad thing. In your industry, don't rip apart people in your own industry. That's not a smart thing.
You should always encourage, not discourage.
And one thing I want to do is, like you said, we want to encourage. Encourage you to do the martial arts. You might not want to say, hey, I want to stick with Kenpo. But it's pretty cool. I like the way you teach. That's fine. Good, learn it. Go do something else too if you like.
Right.
You think Kenpo is the only thing I do? No. It's my base art. That's the one thing I stuck time to get excellent at. It takes time to be excellent.
Right.
So with that said, the goal for this year is going to be, I'm going to call it out right now, see if we can get there.
Okay.
All right, so we said 10,000. My goal, I'm going to reach so far to the stars.
And I don't know
Can we do it? 3,000 this year, so it'd be 13,000 is what I want to get this year. That's the goal. With you guys and our hard work, we can do it. So if you haven't subscribed yet,
what are you waiting for?
Exactly. He's got it. He's getting smart. He's learning this.
It only took me over 50 years to get smart, and now I forget about it.
So subscribe. Help us get that goal. We're going to promise you one thing. We're going to give you the best that we have, and we're going to strive to be better throughout this whole year. So if you're excited as much as I am, subscribe.
Yep.
Keep watching these videos.
Right.
So, and then I just want to give a shout out to one other guy. There's someone who reached out to me, right, on YouTube. Another YouTuber. I really like the guy. Talking to him through Facebook and everything. I really like him. I checked out his channel. He's only got like 600 subscribers. Help him out. His channel is called Zen Dragon. Young man named Michael. I'm just going to shout out to him because what we're going to do too, I'm going to give you guys the insight here. We're going to collaborate. He's not even around here, so what we're going to do is send a video to each other. So I'm not going to be standing next to him like this. One day that may happen. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what God has for us. He might have us meet other people. But you know what? Check out his channel, Zen Dragon. I don't do that. You guys know that. I don't do that for anybody else with my channels.
Right, right.
So for that to happen, I must like the guy. So God bless you.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate it.